Good afternoon. My name is Anna Byrne. I am a daughter of Charity of St Vincent de Paul. I wonder, did you ever think about how interconnected and interdependent everything in our world is? Everything is linked. I admit not to have given much thought to this until Pope Francis reminded me 5 years ago. He reminded me because he wrote a document called On Care for Our Common Home, or Laudato Si in Latin. It's a wide-ranging document and very valuable one and covers most areas of our lives. I want to share with you why I think it is a worthwhile read and why I am so interested in this whole area of caring for the earth. First of all, I find it attractive because of the style. It's direct and fresh, and how it outlines how everything is connected and every part of God's creation depends on every other part is something that is new, and the style is also new in a papal document. At the time of its publication, many in the Catholic Church, I think, thought it wasn't holy enough, in the conventional sense of what holiness is. So, unfortunately, the document was put on a shelf to collect dust. It was, however, noticed in secular areas. In an American magazine, it was described as a great and timely gift to humanity. Over the 5 years, unfortunately, there has been a lack of interest in the document. So Pope Francis, in his wisdom, wants us to seek a new beginning, to renew how we are caring for the earth, God's most precious gift to us. And so he has set aside this coming week, starting today, and ending with a day of prayer on the 24th of May, as Laudato Si week. The invitation, perhaps, is good at this time, when we are at home because of the strict restrictions of COVID-19. We've extra time on our hands. Time to engage with Laudato Si in a very meaningful way. Thanks to Mr. Google, we can get it online, the full text, or summaries, or even some study guides to help us along the way and encourage us. Trócaire website also is valuable. Another feature I like about the document is its language. It's colourful in spots. When Pope Francis describes how we have not cared for our common home, the fact that we fall short in what we could do, he says that we are turning our beautiful landscapes into a pile of filth. Not the kind of language we expect in our church. He says it as it is. That is, he points out the reality of the situation. I like phrases too, like less is more. This supports me when I go shopping, to buy only what I need. The David Attenborough films are a valuable companion to Laudato Si. They capture in film many of the connections and show the interdependencies written about by Pope Francis. Like Francis, David shows an immense reverence for the beauty of creation and is deeply saddened when we lack care for it. Finally, and perhaps the most worthwhile part for me, is that it encourages a sense of gratitude. if I am really thankful for creation and my place in it, then the hope is that I will develop a sense of responsibility for it. Pope Francis, in the document, challenges big companies, countries, and big groups for their lack of responsibility. He challenges them to change their profit-driven strategies and to protect the Earth's richest resources. But we're not left off the hook. He challenges our lifestyles too, particularly those of us who live in the developed world. He calls on us not to fall into the trap of consumerism and to watch our resources by not wasting food, to turn off unnecessary lights, to turn the heating down and put on another sweater, and to refuse unnecessary plastics. Unlike things that you would find in a document coming from the Pope. These habits and challenges will hopefully change my destructive habits. These habits that have ignored, very often when I didn't intend to, the fact that my careless actions have repercussions for others and for all of creation. Each of us has a duty of care, and we are asked to exercise this power in care for ourselves, for others, and every aspect of God's creation, particularly the most vulnerable people. Because remember, everything is connected. I leave you with, if we get creation wrong, we get God wrong. Worth reflecting on, isn't it? And it was written 700 years ago by Thomas Aquinas. Thank you for listening.